Good start, Rox. Good start. Hi, friends. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy, where I eat the last two pieces of my apple and almond butter. Do you guys like almond butter more or less than you like peanut butter? I like them equal, and I mix it up. And I was actually looking, everybody always is like, oh, if you're eating almond butter, it's because you want to be healthy or whatever. I just like the way it tastes. But I was randomly looking today at the back of the almond butter. And the almond butter has more calories than the peanut butter, for what that's worth. Can you hear me chewing? Mmm. That's good. That's good. It also had less protein. So I don't know why people think almond butter is healthier. Maybe it is by some statistic, but I get the ones that are freshly ground with nothing added to them, and they taste so much better. I know they're more expensive. Like, I used to love Jif and stuff growing up, but now they just don't taste as good. You hear the chew. Good for you. It's ASMR, right? That's funny. I said it and then Mike wrote it. Here we go. Mmm. Get that almond butter in there. Yum. It's on this side. Mm-hmm. Really good. Mm-hmm. All right. That's not the point of the show today. Although, I appreciate you guys for standing by me no matter how I open my shows. Very professional. No intro music still. No opening theme. Just me eating almond butter. Classic. The classic almond butter intro. All right, that was fucking excellent, actually. I was gonna make dinner, and then I was like, oh shit, I gotta stream. But I'm hungry, so I was like, I need a snack. And then when I'm off, guess what I'm making for dinner tonight? I'll give you a hint. It's something iconic on this show. If you're a fan of the show, you might be able to guess what I'm making for dinner. It's iconic. Iconic. What is it? What could it be? Roll in your guesses. I saw One Battle After Another. So we're going to talk about that tonight. It's one of the first times in a really long time that I went to go see it in a theater. And like, I've been seeing movies in theaters, obviously, but this wasn't a screening. This was with friends. And in the theater next to me was Leonardo DiCaprio watching his own movie at the same time. Crazy. But we'll talk about One Battle After Another. Is it the best PTA movie? Is it the best Leo movie? Will it be nominated for Oscars? What will it win if nominated? We shall discuss. Bad Bunny is doing the Super Bowl halftime show. We shall discuss. Kimmel returned. We shall discuss. There's a show called English Teacher that has come back to Hulu, and I don't know how to talk about that show or if we should talk about that show. We shall discuss. And FX Hulu. And those are some of the things that we will talk about on tonight's show, plus any other TV things you want to talk about, or me things, or you things. How was your weekend? Okay, see, I want the rest of this almond butter. Like, there's a little bit on the knife. These knives are so sharp. Fun fact, I won these knives going on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Audience member for one of Ellen's favorite things shows. One time, when I was dating my ex, his siblings, his whole family didn't like me for a long time. I was trying to get everybody to like me, and one of his siblings, it was their dream to go on the show for favorite things. So I pulled in like quite literally every favor I could to get us tickets. And I still have the stuff that I won from the show today. This is Apparently a nice knife brand. Cephalon. I have a whole set of them. They're really sharp and they are good. I don't know why I'm threatening you guys with a knife right now. YouTube's going to demonetize me. Hello, my name is Amigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Bop, bop. So that. Apparently, I'm in a weird mood today. Why am I saying that? Because it seems as if I am. Sometimes we just have to deal with that. I bought myself a charger that just can come with me everywhere. And it has like 4 times my phone battery life. And I just charge this at night also. So now I can just charge my phone wherever I am. This thing was $30 and it was so worth it. Love that thing. I keep in my bag. I could charge anything. And my phone dies every 3 hours. So it's been helpful. I bought it for the Emmys because I didn't want my phone to die as a content creator. And now I use it like here because my charger doesn't reach the outlet. So here we go. I went to go get a new phone today because my phone is 4 years old and it's an iPhone 13. And for what I do for Real Rejects and myself and platforms, I need a working phone to film things. And my camera sucks. My friends all talk about, make fun of how bad my camera is. Like, I feel like my camera's worse than a lot of other 13s. I don't know whether there's like micro scratches on it or what, but it's really bad. And so I have been waiting and waiting and waiting for this new phone. And I was like, okay, today's the day. Because my friend Morgan Willette got one today. And she was like, if you've been thinking about it, go do it. And this morning, I took Grammy out of the house for the first time in a month. We went and got her hair done. It was a very good day. I'll tell you guys about that. But I was like, okay, now we're going to do something for me because I just need to do something for myself. So I was like, I'm determined to get this new phone. New phone, by the way, is like, because I need the one with the second most amount of storage. It's $1,400, which is quite a big purchase, especially when you guys know I need a computer desperately. But I need to get a phone first. So I went to purchase the phone and I couldn't find that motherfucker anywhere. It is not within 50 miles of me. Not within 50 miles of me. I was like, ugh. And for all those stores, the Apple stores and Verizon stores, it is on back order for a month. So I'm super duper annoyed about that. And just very frustrated that I was like so excited to do something. And it's for work, you know? And so I was so excited to finally have like the best camera. Like apparently the 17 camera is supposed to be the greatest camera. And I was going to come in and show Greg, like, I am ready with my good camera. And then I can also use it for my auditions instead of having to use my actual camera, which is now too old also. So yeah, last year's model is like apparently, and I've talked to like 10 people who have the new one, significantly worse. And this new one's supposed to be amazing. And like, it wasn't going to save me that much anyway. Like I asked them on the phone and they said that it might save me a few $100, maybe, but depending on, you can't trade in your phone for the 16. You can trade it in for the 17. So very likely it wasn't going to save me any money at all, they said, but they might just be saying that to upcharge me. But anyway, it's supposed to be like nothing compared. You can see like all the research. The number one upgrade is the camera. And that's what I need. That's what I use my phone for the most as a creator. So yeah, I was super duper annoyed. And when you wait 4 years to buy a phone, you kind of want the nice phone. So I'm going to just wait a month or two or whatever until it's in stock. Now I'm just licking the plate. There's literally nothing on there anymore. So I wasn't able to get myself the thing today. And you can order it online, but I need to do the payment installation, and it wasn't letting me do payments online. You have to do it in one lump sum, which is annoying. Super annoying. Okay, sips tea. Streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer. Send in questions, comments, concerns. Who in the chat saw One Battle After Another? It's the opening weekend of Paul Thomas Anderson's newest movie, starring a lot of people, but mainly Leonardo DiCaprio. It is a lengthy, epic, wild. I think it's a drama, but I felt like it was a comedy drama, definitely a dramedy to me. Let me know who has seen it by a show of people. While you guys are letting me know, I'm going to go over into the Streamlabs. Don't forget to send and support. We are an entirely fan-funded platform. The only reason I'm able to be here is for those of you guys who financially support. I appreciate everybody who comes to watch the show, but couldn't do it without the financial backers. And the best way to do that is by going to streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer, or you can super chat in, but YouTube takes, they say 30%. It usually ends up being closer to 50%. So if you want more of your money to go to creators, then go over to the Streamlabs. Let's see, who is our first Streamlabber of the day? Drum roll, please. Weirdo Roxy is back. RQMDSMD in the house. Hi, Roxy. Just sending in some Sunday night support. How is your Grammy doing? I will answer that question gladly. It has been so hard with Grammy. On Thursday, I came back to Real Rejects, and Thursday day with Grammy was really tough. She's been having a really hard time recovering from COVID, and she's just been exhausted and unable to move and doesn't have her appetite. We went and got her tested for pneumonia. She didn't have pneumonia. We got her blood tested. We're waiting on results, but it's just been very, very hard. And it's really hard to see her like this. And it's driving me insane. And we're having huge financial issues and just whatever. It's just been very, very challenging time with Grammy. And because I had left for 5 days, there's just a lot to come back to. So I'm just like really, really stressed about the Grammy situation. And I was at Grammys all morning, and then this is on Thursday because I had come back on Wednesday, and then I went to Real Rejects to do, and I was 10 minutes late for work, and I sent a text being like, hey, sorry, still dealing with some Grammy stuff, because when I walked in, because when I was leaving Grammys, something came up, and then there was like a shit storm going on. So I texted him, Greg, I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm running 10 minutes behind. Some Grammy stuff came up. And so I walked into Real Rejects, and before I was walking in, I was like, Roxy, I was like, breathed in the car for 1 second. I was just like, Roxy, just like, do your job, show up, do your job, make this about work. And then you can go back to dealing with the Grammy stuff tonight after you're done. Just like really concentrate. The last thing you want to do is do a bad job at work right now. You already took time off when Grammy had COVID. Then you had to take time off when you had COVID. Then you ended up going back east because you were supposed to do that earlier. So like, even though I've been working a ton for them because I still run all their social and I never have taken a day off, not in 365 days for them. But I was like, just really concentrate, kick ass at work, be great on camera, do your job. So I walked in and I put my bag down. I walked into the room and I was shooting with Greg, and we were doing an entire TV show binge. So a lot of hours on it. And then after that, we were going to do Peacemaker. So I was going to be there all day. And so I walk in like this, and Greg said, hi, Rox. And I said, hi, Greg. And he said, how's Grammy? And I started crying. Just like, I don't know what happened. He literally said, how's Grammy? And I like just started crying. And then I walked to the bathroom. I didn't say any words. I just walked to the bathroom, and I looked in the mirror, and I took some water, and I like kind of like tapped it on my face. And I was like, Roxy, what the fuck? Get a grip, pull your shit together. Everything's fine. You're fine. She's going to be okay. Like, I think I was just super overwhelmed, and, you know, I'm like really still struggling with losing Puppo and not being back east and not being with my niece and not knowing where to be and not feeling at home anywhere, but always feeling like I'm missing home wherever I am. So I just like was just not. And I came back out and Craig was like, "You okay?" And I was like, "I actually need us to just not talk about what just happened and just get to work." And he was like, "You got it, buddy." And he hugged me. And then we sat down and we shot and we did not speak about it again. But I was like, "Oh my God, I'm that girl who came to work and cried in the fucking bathroom." Like, that is not me. Um, so yeah, I think that even though life has been really good in a lot of ways recently, and I'm working and hustling and like meeting a lot of great new people and taking meetings and going to events and dressing up and dressing down and just doing everything I can to get the fuck out there. Um, I also have a lot going on and um yeah, just also simultaneously struggle. So just in case you guys are feeling overwhelmed with life and things recently, same, and I feel you. And yeah, so I'd been really concerned about Grammy, but yesterday we were supposed to go out to lunch and could not. She could not. Um, I went there and I tried and she couldn't. Um, so I was concerned because I knew we were supposed to get our hair done today and it's just like, fuck, she just couldn't go out of the house yesterday. She was too weak and just like not good. So I went and picked out food for us and we ate there and she was just like out of it and tired and sad. And then I got there today to take her to go get her hair done. It's going to be was the first time we were leaving and I walked into I don't want to air her tea out, so I'm not going to, but a medical issue. And I was like, fuck. But something that we need to call the doctor about tomorrow. So I was like, there's nothing I can really do about this today. We have to wait until tomorrow. So let's just try to go for it. And she was like, okay. And we were really nervous. But she did it. I was so proud of her. I got her into my car. We drove to the hair salon. And I got her into the hair salon. That was like she got herself. I mean, I'm with her every step, but she did it. And it was just like slow and steady. We took our time. And I'm somebody who likes to be very much so on time. I've just learned as somebody who helps take care of many elderly people that you just get there and you fucking get there. You do the best you can, but like there's no amount of heads up time that I can give myself that makes it that we can get there on time. It's just things take as long as they take and you got to not rush because she's not capable, like then there's huge risks. So we got there and we did it. And then I could see she felt so much better after getting her hair done. She felt like a new like she's one of those people of that generation, and all generations are like this, but like when you look better, you feel better. And so she felt so much better, like looking in the mirror, because it's been 3 months since she's colored her hair, which is a long time when your hair is only to here and it was grown out. And so I was really, really happy about that. And she was too. And then we went and had a cup of soup. And then I took her home. And then she fell asleep sitting in the chair because she was like, I'm so tired. I was like, no worries. You really earned it. So hope tomorrow she's doing okay. But so proud of her today. I just felt like so proud of her. But then I was supposed to go help the one on conservator too. And I was supposed to get there way earlier. But it took so much longer with Grammy. So then I called the woman on the conservator too, and she was not happy with me. Yeah, she was just like, it's too late now. I was like, okay, I'll come there this week. But it's like, and that keeps happening to me where like people are annoyed with me because of my timing and whatnot. It's just like, if you really truly are doing the best you can, then you're doing the best you can. So here's what I know about me right now. I'm doing the best I can. And so I really try not to let it get to me when people are annoyed with me in this moment, because I couldn't be trying harder to be a better friend or family member or coworker or whatever. So this isn't like who I am usually, but the fact that I was 10 minutes late to Real Rejects, the fact that I wasn't able to go there for the woman that I'm the conservator to because things with Grammy took too long. Whatever it is, like, I could not be trying any harder. So I'm trying to give myself a little grace. Again, lessons to you guys. If you are doing the best you can, then you have to give yourself grace. And if you're not doing the best you can, then maybe try to do the best you can. But if you really are doing everything you can, then you're doing everything you fucking can. So that is where I'm at this week. Okay, streamlabs.com/RoxyStrider super chat in. We are going to talk about one battle after another. I don't feel like a lot of you answered my question. Have you guys seen the movie? Imprinted on Roxy says, Team Strider, you're the best. Great posture. No, my posture has been trash recently, but I appreciate you. And I've been really trying, especially since I found out that I have that bulge disc. So apparently I got to get one of those bands and like do neck exercises where you go back and like try to like push the disc situation. Okay. Mike saw it. Who else saw it? This tea is delicious. It's like a cinnamon chai yumminess. Robert saw it. Okay. Steve saw it. Jake saw it. Who else saw it? Let me know. We're not gonna spoil one battle after a time. One battle after another. After a time. Not right now, at least. No spoilers. But I am going to talk about it kind of vaguely. And then we'll see. Maybe at the end we can do spoilers for if there's enough people have seen it. Casey saw it. Vicious Ocean saw it. It's a lot of you guys. It felt like this is going to be one of those movies where more people see it because of how good the word of mouth is on this, which is exciting because I want movies like this to be seen for the current state of our world, but also for the state of the entertainment industry. I think it's very good for us. Matthew in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/RoxyStrider says, love you, girl. It's very nice. Thanks, Matthew. Appreciate you. Very kind. Yeah, I always say questions, comments, concerns in the Streamlabs, but I will also just take words of encouragement and support. Hell yeah. Thank you for being here and sending it in. That is rad. Okay. So since a lot of you have seen it, but a lot of you haven't, I am not going to talk about it at the start. I'm going to just talk about a couple other things and then we'll get to that. Bad Bunny halftime show. How do we feel? It's announced today Bad Bunny is doing the Super Bowl halftime show. And I saw people online being very excited about this. I have such the lamest take ever. And you guys are going to be like, that is the lamest take I've ever heard. And I am so sorry that this is a lame take. But this is who I am. I'm a child of the 90s. I'm a rock and roll girl. I love disco music. And that's about it. I can't name one Bad Bunny song. And I'm sure that I've heard Bad Bunny songs. I obviously know who Bad Bunny is. I know he did some wrestling song that I think I heard once, but I don't remember for which wrestler. I know people talk about him a lot. I know that he was just in a movie that I saw and he did a good job. Or was it a show? Bad Bunny was just on something that I watched. What was it? I'm sure you guys will let me know. But I fucking have no idea what he sings. And I'm super not excited about this choice. Mad respect to Bad Bunny. That's a huge deal for him. I know he's a huge star. Caught stealing. Thank you. I think that is awesome for him. For me, give me Usher. Give me Gaga. Like, if we're going to do pop, I'll take those 10 out of 10 times. Put Diana Ross on that stage because I just saw her and she can rock the place. Get an epic rock band as we have in the past. Bad Bunny, I legitimately can't name one song. What are his? I'm going to look right now. What are Bad Bunny's most famous songs? Okay, let me look. I won't play them because I'll get demonetized, but do you are you guys Bad Bunny people? Do you know Bad Bunny songs? Bad Bunny. Okay, his number one song on Apple Music is Titi Me Pregunto. I don't know Titi Me Pregunto. Moscow Mule, Vete, DTMF, Io voy a llevarte papiar, ¿Qué pasaría? Pasaría? I don't know any of these. Maybe I would if I played them. My bad. I feel really bad. I don't know any of them. But that was like, ugh. So I can't even root for who he's gonna bring out on stage because does he collab with people? Let's see, what are his collabs? Okay, he has a collab. He has a song called MIA featuring Drake. It's the only of his top songs that I see as a collab. He has song Te Bote, which is featuring Daryl. I don't know who that is. He has a song featuring Alpha. No idea who that is. Sometimes I wonder if I'm on the same planet as some other people. This is the biggest artist and doing the the Super Bowl halftime show. And I don't know a single song. It's so lame. I wonder how Steph feels about this. Does anybody know? Did she talk about it in her show tonight? I hope she convinces me this is good. Handsome Ransom in the Streamlabs. Thank you, Handsome Ransom. Aloha. Sending love and support as always. Are you caught up on Alien Earth? Peacemaker Season 2 is getting intense. Harcourt's performance has been insane. I have a Super Bowl halftime story you're going to be super jealous of coming up shortly. Handsome Ransom, you rock. I am not caught up on Alien Earth. I saw only one episode. I need to catch up. Peacemaker Season 2 is intense. I think that Jennifer Holland is so talented that this most recent episode was the best episode yet. And I think her performance and that one scene with John Cena was the best acting performance we've seen from her ever. And it was top notch, incredible. So impressed. So impressed. Yeah, Mel, I'm right with you. Sabrina was right there. Sabrina would have been a great choice. How fun. And imagine if Sabrina brought out T Swift for a song. Everybody would have lost it. Because didn't Sabrina open for Taylor? Imagine. And it's the NFL. So I feel like Taylor just might have done it. Imagine. It would have been so cool. There's a lot of people who would have been great. I'm just sad that they went with somebody who I don't know their music. Seems like a lot of you guys might agree with me though. So maybe it wasn't as exciting of a performance announcement as I'm thinking it was. I'm not sure. Casey, bro, you should be creative director. That's what I'm saying, Casey. Exactly, Casey. Has Bad Bunny done any collabs with Dua Lipa? Dupes. Not that I know of. Streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer. Send in super chats and Streamlabs. Send in support if you want me to continue doing these Sunday and Wednesday shows like I would like to. All right, so Bad Bunny doing the halftime show. None of us seem to be that into it, so we shall move on. Did you guys see the video? Getting into a little political news here. I got two political stories I want to talk about. Did you guys see the story? And neither of them are really political stories, but I guess they're political adjacent. You see the story of the woman going into Starbucks and writing saying her name was Charlie Kirk. And when the Starbucks person made the coffee for her, she like puts it down because it's ready. And the woman starts recording and was like, why won't you say my name? And the Starbucks employee who's like, I'm sure making minimum wage. She looks very young. She's like, what? And the girl's like, why won't you say my name? Do you have a problem with my name? And the girl's like, what? She's like, Charlie? And the girl's like, why won't you say my last name? Why don't you say the last name? And it's just like, what is this gotcha stuff that people think they're doing? Because I don't even understand the point. She was like, it's crazy. Look at these people who won't even say his name. And it's like, I don't know anybody who won't say Charlie Kirk's name. He's not Voldemort. People don't like him. A lot of people don't like him, myself included, didn't like him. But I'm not out here refusing to say his name. I'm not out here refusing to say anybody's name. Like, I think it was just confusing what you were doing. Why do you need this Starbucks worker to call out Charlie Kirk? It's not your name. And also, they usually don't call people's names out. Like, anytime my Starbucks drink is done, here's how I know. Because I go and I look at the cups and I see one that's spelled ROCSI, Roxy. See, they won't even say his name. Yes, I will. Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk. Did that help? Are you happy? Is that what you wanted? Because what we want is equal rights and gun control and for people to not be so bigoted. What you want is for people to just say Charlie Kirk's name happily. Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk. That's all you want. Can you give me what I want? And I'll give you what you want. Charlie Kirk, Charlie Kirk, Charlie Kirk. But how about you then show up less annoying? Like, don't be the try hard, you weirdo. So beyond. Would you call that a political story? It's like when something's just all over TikTok and Instagram and it's about somebody who was not a politician but political adjacent. Is it a political story? What do you guys think? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. What annoying stories did you see like that this week? Here's another one. This is more political than that one. All right. You want to get into it? Let's get into it. What about the 1,000 detainees at Alligator Alcatraz that are missing? How are we talking about anything else? So there is this database that some congressmen are bringing to the table that would be great, called something like, I'll look it up. And essentially what it is it would force ICE to list where people who they have detained are being kept and why they were detained, which should be the bare minimum, should be the basic, right? But is not. And right now, what is happening is that unmarked vans are taking people from the streets, from cars, from work, from all over the place. Those people might be with their kids, their family, their friends, whatever, and they're throwing them into a van. And then nobody who loves them is hearing from them again. They can't find them. They don't know where they are. There is no laws that are protecting them. There is nobody who is informing their friends or family what has happened to them. And there are 1,000 people that are missing from Alligator Alcatraz. Mike Joyce, that is the weirdest comment you've ever made. Darina is right. Abolish ICE. Like Dorina invented abolish ICE. I love D, but you're gonna give Dorina credit for abolish ICE. That'd be like giving me credit for stop anti-Semitism. Oh my god, you guys give D credit for the funniest things. I adore her, but I'm literally talking right now about abolishing ICE, and you're like, Dorina's right. Good for her. Same team. Anyway, though, whatever, who cares? The point is, that would be a database. That would be something that would be so unbelievably helpful to the loved ones and families of people who are being fucking wrongfully taken. And it's so sad and scary. And it's just like, it's hard to complain and bitch about anything else in life when you know that there are people whose family members are missing because men are taking them in vans and they are never appearing again. The fuck. So anyway, they are calling for people to call their Congress people, which is obviously time consuming and frustrating, but really does make a difference oftentimes if enough people show up. Let me get what the name of it is for. I think I must have saved a post about it. Does anybody know? It's called Alligator. Let's see. Alligator Alcatraz detainee Congress bill proposal. What's it called? Like a database. If you guys find it, let me know. But I was listening to a congressman talk about it, and I was like, this is just should truly, truly be the absolute bare minimum. Actually, I feel like it's worth me trying to find. So let me go into my Instagram. I know I at least liked the post. All right, so it's not in my saved, in my activity. Taking time on this right now because I really hope to. Okay, here it is. So this was Maxwell Frost is who posted it. If you want to see, it's his most recent post. His handle is Rep Maxwell Frost, REPMAXWELLFROST. And he is talking about this bill, which is called SUDEM, SUDEM. He introduced the SUDEM Act to hold, it's an act, to hold ICE accountable and make this info public of where everybody is and why they are there. So, and he is asking for people to call their Congress people. So if you want to check that out, at least that's something that we can do. Because right now I'm sure you guys feel as helpless as I do in so many situations. Yeah, Casey says 1,200 missing. Holy shit. Yeah. Nadim says Dorina is right. Mike says, oh, good point. Jake says, we should have listened to Dorina. Yes, Dorina, the inventor of abolish ICE. Yes, yes. Jafiel. Dorina, president of abolish ICE. Maxwell Frost is great. So anyway, if you want to see, I don't know him that well. I just thought that was a really well done social post to kind of describe what he is asking for and how we can help. All right, friends. I talked to you guys when Kimmel was taken off the air. We didn't talk about his return. It's been a little bit. I watched his first episode back. I'm sure a lot of you guys did too. How are you guys feeling now that Kimmel's back? Do you feel a little more reassured that the government is going to know that we are not going to stand for what it was they were trying to do? Do you think that this will be the last that we see of this? Do you think this is just the start of it? Do you think that he is safe now? How are you guys feeling now that we are days after Kimmel's return? I think it's really cool. I talked about this on Christian Harloff's show when he wasn't on this week on when I was with John Roca, just about how amazing it is that enough people put their money where their mouth was, to the point where the show was brought back. And it wouldn't have been otherwise. If waves weren't made, they wouldn't have cared. And we know that. This was not out of the goodness of anybody's heart. This was out of dollar signs. So mad respect to all the people who didn't go to Disney, didn't show up to work that day, canceled their subscription, posted about their outrage, whatever it was. All those things combined, it's pretty cool. Power to the people that they were able to have that. We were able to have that result. It just feels like insane that we have to do that we have to be like, sorry, Disney, we're going to make you lose so much money because you're not listening to what we want. And then they fix it, as opposed to like, it's the right thing to do. But at least the people have some power. And I think we forget that a lot of times. And that was just a really great case study in how people work together. I love that Kimmel was giving so much thanks to the other side, being like, it's the people who don't agree with me, but agree that I have the right to say what I did. And that was cool. Yeah. How'd you guys feel about that? I know it's been a week, but it feels like it's our future. So I don't think it's the first or last time we're going to be talking. Insert blank person's name here in the future, and we're going to have to keep fighting the good fight because it's cool that it works. I'm not saying it works all the time, but money talks. Money talks. Actually, don't know what song I'm singing, but I just mean that if you hit them in their wallet, in their pockets, it helps. Going over to the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. RQMDSMD says, Roxy, sending my best to you and Grammy. Your best is better than most. Hang in there. Thanks, man. And thank you for always being so supportive. I honestly don't know if I could have gotten through this year without you, RQMDSMD. It's been crazy times. I think I told you guys recently that I think I'm losing a job, and it's looking more and more likely. And I heard today that it might be falling out in October, and it's like, I understand that that's freelance, but it sucks to lose a job so last minute where you don't have time to like make up for shit. So financially, yeah. Anyway, so thank you. RQMDSMD, my mind just started wandering. Handsome Ransom in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. 8th grade me, lucky enough to miss a few days of school to go see Super Bowl 43. That's awesome. Not only did I get to see my Steelers win, but I also got to see Bruce Springsteen perform at halftime. Probably my first exposure to his music, to be honest. I had no idea who he was. Well, wow, I feel like in 8th grade, you would have known who Bruce Springsteen was. No? I mean, obviously, that would have been my dream performance. You want to know something kind of lame? And I'm sorry, this is so not nice because I don't know this person personally. And for all I know, she's great. But I watched her doc and I did not enjoy how she came across in her doc. I got to go to see the Super Bowl once. And the Super Bowl I went to was like the greatest weekend of my life because of a million reasons, but primarily because the Patriots won and it was against the Seahawks and it was the most incredible win, especially when we were so down and didn't think we were going to, and I was on the 50-yard line, and it was like just the greatest thing of all time. My halftime show was Katy Perry. It's like the most forgettable, lame halftime show for the Super Bowl ever. And it's so crazy to say that because Katy Perry has, oh my God, my hair is just so thin. I'm so sad. Katy Perry has so many hits, but it's just like, whose dream guest for the Super Bowl halftime is Katy Perry? Just not. No. No. So Springsteen, that would be sick. Jellyfish. I wish that it was. But at least, I mean, I would love to go for this year because I would always love to go to the Super Bowl. But I feel bad. Like if Bad Bunny was performing, I'd be like, I don't know a single song. It's my bad. Do you think that there's anybody who gets tickets for the Super Bowl just because of who's playing at halftime? Who the halftime performer is? That'd be so interesting to see. I'm sure there are some people, but like how many? Mike Joyce in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy says, Team Grammy. She's lucky to have someone like you taking care of her. Grammy's strong. She'll recover in time. Thank you so much. Team Grammy for life. So proud of her today. And she did her makeup. And after we got her hair done, I took a picture. Let me show you guys. And got this cup of tea and soup. Hold on. Hold, please. Come on with my little cutie. She felt so much better after getting her hair done. Just so much better. Oh, seeing her face makes me happy. I thought pregnant Rihanna was underrated as well. Sick. I love Bad Girl Ree though. Yeah, like if Super Bowl, if you can afford Rihanna, you can afford Sabrina. Facts on facts. Okay, so we talked about Bad Bunny. We talked about Kimmel's return. Let's talk a little bit. We talked about Alcatraz, which is, I can't even believe we have a place that's called that, but okay. We talked about Charlie Kirk's Starbucks meltdown, another Karen. We haven't talked television, and I wanted to get your guys' thoughts. I put it in the Discord, but there's a show called English Teacher that I loved. It was a show that came out in season 1 that I feel like is like an R-rated Abbott Elementary. It's a very, very funny, quirky comedy that's on FX, which I love FX Hulu. And it's starring Brian Jordan Alvarez, who is also the creator of the show. And he's the one who was doing that TikTok where he'd do the same sound every time. I don't have anything to show you, whatever it was like, but I love your daughter. What do you have to offer? Nothing, only this. And then he would dance, if you guys remember him. So that's when season 1 came out. Everybody was obsessed with him and with the show and that TikTok series. Then there was a really horrible sexual assault allegation against him by somebody who shot with him, who he had previously dated, but then I guess when they were shooting together, allegedly during a shoot, like under the covers, there was non-consensual, I think oral sex, maybe something like that. And it was, and like apparently the person who it happened to told other cast members who like shunned him and said like, I'm sure he didn't mean it like that and all this stuff. You can go read the story, but season 2 dropped. All of it dropped this week. And I feel like, first of all, most people don't know about this story. Second of all, he has not been proven guilty. And third, a lot of people don't know about the show because FX didn't do any marketing for it. And I wonder if they didn't do any marketing for it because of the allegations or what. So I don't know. My morals feel all in question here because I don't know what we should be watching and what we shouldn't be watching. Like, if somebody's accused of something, do we not watch what they do, or do we watch it but not talk about it or not promote it, or like I'm not sure. But what I will say is that there are certain people I won't watch and certain people I will. And I started watching season 2 of this show, and it is a little distracting. thinking about it. But the show is excellent. So take that for what you will. Don't watch it if you don't want to. I wouldn't tell anybody that they should watch this because of that. But if you want to know how the show is, I do TV reviews, and I think that the show is so fucking funny. He is really, really talented person. And multiple things like Peacemaker taught us this week, and we've known can be true at once. People can seem really nice and seem really cool and whatever, and they can also be really bad people. And I don't know what the deal is with him. So I'll just say that the show is very good. Watch it at your own discretion. I wish we had more shows like this that are just kind of like, it feels like a cross between Abbott Elementary and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which is funny because they did a crossover episode, but it's like raunchy and raw. The first episode back, the kids wanted to do the play or read the book and do the play for Angels in America, but then they were like, we don't want to have it be about AIDS. We want it to be about COVID. And it's like, what is that concept? The episode's so good and funny, and all of them are good and funny so far. Abbott Elementary's coming back. Yay. I love that show. So that's what I watched this week. What else did I watch this week? Not that much. Watched the Patriots win today. Go Pats. Gen V, I'm still binging right now. Love Island Games, Big Brother. Oh my God, Big Brother finale tonight? Don't tell me anything, I swear to God. Morning Show, Platonic, Loving. Let's see what else. And Tulsa King, Twisted Tail, Amanda Knox. I'm still on episode 6. Slow Horses is back. Gotta remember that I've been watching that. Oh, I'm over 100 shows for the year so far. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 101. Shark Tank came back. Celebrity Family Feud. Love that. Peacemaker. And I gotta make time for Alien Earth. So those are all the things I'm watching. Kind of a lot. Oh, and I haven't watched past episode 3 of Chief of War. Should I have? Let me know. I don't know if I'm going to break my TV record because last year I did 120. So like maybe 121 or something, but I'm ahead of what I was last year. But sometimes towards the end of the year, I slow down a little bit. So, because there's usually less stuff then. We shall see. Seriously, if you ruin Big Brother for me, I will never speak to you guys again. So shh. Shut up. Shush. All right, before I get out of here, send in any last minute Streamlabs super chats. No, I haven't watched Girlfriend or Black Rabbit yet, and those are the 2 that are on my list. I'm going to literally write them down right now because everybody says they're so good. In the Discord, people are talking about them, especially Girlfriend. I got to watch those, at least one of them, before Tuesday so I can recommend it for Christian's show. Ooh, catch up on Traders when it slows down. Good point, Sam. Maybe I shall. Streamlabs in any last minute questions, comments, concerns, support. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. Thank you to the ones who have so far. Handsome Ransom, RQMDSMD, Mike Joyce, Matthew, Lloyd Nance. No super chatters today. And in the Streamlabs, we just got another bit of support. Thank you to those of you who are sending them in from Booze. BB Finale. Don't tell me. I'm so worried that you guys are going to spoil it for me. I can't even look at you. I'm going to watch it right after this. Stop looking at me, Swan. I'm trying to get my steps in outside. I'm trying to get 5,000 steps a day. I know everybody says we should do 10,000 steps a day, but for me, 5,000 is a big goal. So let's see. I know I hit it today because I went on a walk outside of Grammys. Yeah, I'm at 6,001 today. Yay. How many steps are you guys getting? Let me know. Okay, we're going to talk about one batter after another because that is the main thing I want to talk about on the show tonight. One battle after another. This is the Paul Thomas Anderson movie. You guys know, if you know me, you know that I did not like a movie very strongly once upon a time. And that movie was called Phantom Thread. I found that movie to be very pretentious. I didn't see Licorice Pizza because people told me that if I didn't like Phantom Thread, there were some weird things about Licorice Pizza and that maybe I should skip that one. I probably will go back and watch it because in general, I have to say that PTA is an incredibly skilled director. He has a strong point of view and he usually has something to say. Between There Will Be Blood, The Master, Inherent Vice, let's look at all the other brilliant things he's done. A lot of music videos, Boogie Nights, which probably sits at the top for me. He is extremely talented. I have to tell you guys, it is possible. Oh, Punch Drunk Love. It is possible that this is his best movie yet. One battle after another is so good. And let me tell you this. For a movie that is 2 hours and 41 minutes, it could have been an hour longer and I would have been hooked. Like, even though it's not that it feels short because it feels its length, I did not want this movie to end. The world that we created was so fascinating. The characters that we were living with, I just love this movie so much. But the first hour of this movie, I was like, what is happening? And am I going to like this movie? It takes its time to set up the world and the premise, and it really breathes. And while it's breathing, you're wondering, is this story going to stick the landing? Is everything going to kind of tie in? What is going to happen here? And for me, it more than stuck the landing. It was so brilliant. Shout out to Teyana Taylor, who was perfect for this role. She is so talented, and I would love to see her get more acting roles. I think that she is just very authentically her and raw and real, and a great balance to Leonardo DiCaprio, who's so much more of a veteran of this. So yeah, the performances across the board were incredible. Not talked about enough is Sean Penn, who was disgusting in this movie, like truly disgusting. I would watch this movie 10 more times. It was shocking. It was exhilarating. It kept you on your toes. You didn't know what turn it was going to take. The world looks wild. The plot is wild. It was just truly something. It's definitely a top film of the year for me. And I would be very surprised if this is not nominated for an Oscar for Best Picture. I think it should be nominated for Best Picture. For you guys who don't know, again, spoiler free, but this is the plot based on IMDb. This is their little plot description. When their evil enemy resurfaces after 16 years, a group of ex-revolutionaries reunite to rescue one of their own's daughter. That's in the trailer. That's the plot. And I think that is brief enough to just kind of get you hooked, but you don't know what you don't know. And it is just so, my heart was pounding. There's multiple times where I was like, what? I think PTA should be nominated for director for this. And I think that the script should also be nominated for adapted screenplay from a novel, because I believe it was adapted off of a novel. It was just mwah, chef's kiss, brilliant. Chef's kiss, brilliant. Those of you guys who saw it, how'd you feel about it? Do you feel the same that I do? Let me know. Do you feel different? Everybody, I went with my friend. It was my friend Mick's birthday party. Really cool, really sweet of him and his wife. They bought 12 tickets to go see this movie at City Walk on a Friday night. Leo was in the theater next to us. But City Walk on a Friday night, and they were like, just show up to the movie. All you have to do is come. So they bought us the tickets for his birthday, which is that was so nice. And I never get to go to the movies. Usually I cover things for Real Rejects or I go to a screener. So it was great to see this with a crowd. I will say Adam Scott was in our audience. I love that on a Friday night, Adam Scott went with himself to the, I think he was with somebody, but sat middle of the theater. I saw him walking in. I was like, wow, that's funny. Good for you. Support. Very cool. Excellent movie. So good. I think it might be a top 5 of the year for me so far. But there's a lot that I've missed as well. Okay. Before I get out of here, send in any final support. We have been here for over an hour at this point, and I need to go watch Big Brother so that none of these mofos spoil it for me. Get at me. I went out last night and I danced. I love to dance. Makes me feel so alive. I love dancing. Dancing grooved. I went out with my friend Candace, who was in Always Lola with me, and I was with a few of her friends, and it was fun. It was really, really fun. It's nice to kind of just like let your hair down sometimes. One Battle After Another will be on many top 10 lists. I think so too. And I think it deserves it. It's so good. So good. All right. Well, without any more questions, comments, or concerns, we talked about One Battle After Another. Oh, I do want to just ask you guys this. What's the best Leonardo DiCaprio movie? What is the best Leonardo DiCaprio movie? I was looking and I was just like, it's so crazy difficult. His top 4 on IMDb are Inception, The Departed. Sorry, let me say that like a true Bostonian. Departed, Titanic, Wolf of Wall Street. And it's like, how do you beat any of those 4? I think maybe his best performance might be Wolf, but like, I laughed at so many times too. I will say the new PTA movie is so funny, but not actually funny, but funny. Wolf of Wall Street, duh. Inception, Wolf, Django Unchained, Titanic, Basketball Diaries. I think that this is not Leo's number 1, but I think his performance, I do think he will be nominated for this because he is so good. He's so good. Oh, he's excellent. He's excellent in this movie. Okay, let's see. I'm going to read a bunch of Leo's most recent. Okay, going from now backwards. One Battle After Another. Killers of the Flower Moon. Don't Look Up. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The Revenant. He was great in that. The Audition. Wolf of Wall Street. Great Gatsby. Django Unchained. J. Edgar. Inception. Shutter Island. Revolutionary Road. Body of Lies. Blood Diamond. The Departed. Aviator. Catch Me If You Can. Gangs of New York. Don's Plum. The Beach. Celebrity. The Man in the Iron Mask. Titanic. Marvin's Room. Romeo and Juliet. Jim Carroll Band. Ex-Girl. Total Eclipse. Quick and the Dead. I didn't know a group of those. Basketball Diaries. The Foot Shooting Party. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? That movie's really good. This Boy's Life. Growing Pains. I mean, holy guacamole, friends. Has he had a lot of hits? Who won the year that he didn't win for Wolf of Wall Street? Because that's a crying shame. Man, has anybody had a career like Leo? That's like exceptional. He's done his team has done an exceptional job picking his films because, oh boy, very few stinkers. All right, well, Thank you to Booze. Thank you to Mike Joyce. Thank you to Handsome Ransom. Thank you to RQMDSMD. Thank you to Matthew. Thank you to Lloyd Nance. Y'all are the reason I am able to continue doing the show. Without you, I couldn't be here. Thank you to everybody who showed up because I appreciate you guys being here. I will be back on Wednesday. I also will be on filming Real Rejects all week, so you can see me there all week. I will be on Christian Show on Tuesday, and I will be in the Discord and hanging with you guys on Wednesdays and Sundays, and with DJ on Friday, I think for a double episode. Lots of things. Much love, and stay safe, stay sane. Put down the toilet seat and lid. We don't want those buffoons. Don't trauma the Holocaust. Justice for all the people who lost their lives due to excessive force. My body, my choice. Forever in the rainbow. We love you. We stand with the women of Iran. So the bravest woman we've ever seen. Golden sparkles for the Zen one himself. I'm doing something really fun tomorrow morning. I know that's usually my sign off, but my best family friends out here, you guys know my friends David and Ritza. Ritza's come on the show before, who I love. They're 3 kids that call me Auntie Roxy. Their little 2-year-old, Abby Rose, she's turning 2. And so just Ritza, me, and Abby Rose are going for high tea. Girly day. I'm so excited. So that's what I'll be doing. Wish me luck. And see you later. Bye, Rockstars.